Don't fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Don't fall. There you go. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my kids are off from school today. So, yeah, they're some are asleep, one is up. One didn't have school. I don't think they have school today either, but they have to go to work. Um, my husband's getting ready for work, and Loki is up to his Loki shenanigans. Let's see. Good morning. Um, yeah. So it's Thursday. After this lab, I have to go do my labs. I hate doing labs. Like I don't mind needles at all. Um, I just seem to always get the technician that likes to play a violin with a needle. So like I always have like not wanting to go, so I'm gonna go and do that, and then I'm prepping for Patreon. Yesterday, I just did such a goober thing, man. All right, so in the highest Patreon tier, it's called the Rotary Cutters. So we do everything that the regular Patreons do. We do like the sew alongs and all that stuff, but we do one extra thing. We do an accessory. So we had the Sakini wallet. We also cut it out. So the Sakini wallet has some very interesting pattern pieces. Like 75% of the pattern pieces say a very interesting thing on the pattern piece. It says like right sides down. And I thought it said fabric side up. It didn't say that. It said fabric sides down. So I'm prepping all my pieces, getting them all done so I could put them in packs so we can get like have a nice ebb and flow, talk to each other, and just have a good old time. And then I'm looking at this pattern piece that doesn't match what the instructions are saying because the pieces are asymmetrical. Like, so there is this on the right hand side of one of the fabric pieces is like this big chunk, and then there's like a little chunk, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, "Oh, no." My dyslexia had the best of me. I was so disappointed. Yesterday was one of those days that everything that could go wrong. And then you feel guilty because the way everything going in the government, your problems are like third world problems. Like it is nothing compared to what is going on in the United States as it is. So then you're feeling like, why am I feeling bad for myself? Why are you angry with yourself when there's bigger problems? Yesterday I went to bed early. I went to bed like at 10 o'clock, almost dang near like 9 o'clock, because I was like, this day needs to be over. I need to go to sleep and restart the day and pray that it's not like a groundhog's day. Yesterday, everything I it yes, yesterday was just a bad day. That was not even the wrong having people cut out the wrong parts, the pattern pieces wasn't even the icing on the cake. Yesterday, a lot of things were going wrong, and there was things in the sewing community that was going wrong, and I was like, I don't know how to address this. I don't know how to talk about this, and I was when my husband came home from work, he had like a good day at the office. I gave him like word vomit. I was like, this is happening to me, this is happening to me, XYZ, da da da. And he doesn't know like names and businesses in the sewing world. So it's like he was like, I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. What? That really happened to you? So he was just taking it like a champ. Um, it was it was just one of those days. It was like a very interesting day. And I woke up this morning and I'm one of those people when I wake up, I'm extremely grateful that I'm alive. I know a lot of people may not think that way. They may like, I'm dead to the world. I need my coffee. I'm right here with you. I'm willing to kill someone in the morning without a cup of coffee. But I'm also a person that is, I think I'm a morning person and a night person, but like not like, yeah, good morning, starlight. Like I'm not like overly. I've always thought, like my mom always put it in me that when you wake up in the morning, there are so many other people that didn't. There's children that didn't wake up this morning. There's other moms that didn't wake up this morning. There's people that did not wake up this morning. So just celebrate that you are up this morning and because unfortunately a lot of people didn't wake up this morning. So I always have that as a mindset. And then I know that's a heavy topic, but that's how I was kind of raised, that you woke up this morning and a lot of people didn't, you know? So I'm like grateful. I'm like, yes, I'm super grateful. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I'm like immediately I throw my hair in buns because my hair is like looking crazy. And I'm like, hey, rock some, your famous buns. I'm like, let's do this. Then I'm in my pajamas now. I lay out an outfit that I'm gonna wear to go get my blood drawn, and I'm like, okay, print out the lab work paperwork, and I'm like, I'm gonna get ready this. I'm gonna drink my coffee that I made, which I'm pretty sure Loki's gonna smell the cream and he'll be down in a minute. That the pup cups make these dogs addicted to whipped cream or any kind of cream, any like half and half, anything that has milk. My dog is addicted to it. He can smell it like a bloodhound a mile away. It's not saying I'm giving it to him. He just knows that because of the pup cup. There's something about that. I don't know what it is. I haven't put my finger on it. Because like anytime I go to a Starbucks or anytime one of us go to a Starbucks, Loki's usually in the car with us. Our Starbucks people know Loki, and because he's so big, they usually give him like 2 or 3 pup cups. So- and he's like, "Yeah, whipped cream," and I'm like, "Fudge." He's a car rider. He's a good car rider. He just does shotgun. And it's really hard to say no because out of the 3 kids I have, he's like the 4th and he weighs more than any of the other kids. Like Faith, he has easily like 40 pounds on Faith, like easy. Like let's just play like this. I don't allow my kids to walk him. He's a good walker, but if he sees a squirrel, he's a dog at the end of the day. Like, so yeah, it's been a good day so far. Yeah, Margie. Yeah, my mom was like that. So like my mom, she had, she has good days and bad, she had good days and bad days. But the way she always thought is that we waked up, we're blessed, we woke up. There's a lot of people that didn't wake up this morning. So that's the way I think of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's true. We woke up. There's a lot of people that didn't, for whatever the reason why we woke up, and we should be happy. We could have not woken up, and it's a blessing. Yeah, sometimes you just need an ear. It was just funny though because Kendall knows certain names. Like he knows who like Lauren is. He knows who Melissa is from Wizardry Stitchery. Like he knows like the core people that I like do like retreats with and things like that. Because I'm always speaking about them so positively. Like he knows like when I was at Sac and So, I was like, oh my god, I finally met Ray Vaughn. She's like the sweetest, kindest person in the world. She is like a great teacher, and I just really liked being around her. She's funny, so like now he knows who these people are. So he knows core people like when I speak about them. So like I told him yesterday that Lauren and Rayvon were on together and they were talking about our class. And if you guys didn't see that interview, go if you're able to attend her. I think she has like a few spots left, not a lot, because she's a really good teacher at for Lauren's studio, and they were on to get together on a live, and she's offering this really cool feature, and it's something that I should do. It's something that my husband constantly tells me to do, and it's something you should do. Hear me out. Do as I say, not as I do. So when you post pictures of your work, you should put a watermark, because somebody can take your picture, and this has happened to me so many times, it's not even funny. And every time I see it, it does break my heart and infuriate me twofolds, because why would someone steal my picture? And then I'm so stupid because I didn't watermark it. So Rayvon is offering this thing where she's going to sit down with you individually, help you create a logo so you can watermark your art. And I thought that was such a great thing to add onto a class. And it's important because people will like go through your photos, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, like the Dooney and Burke like type purse that is Lord of the Ring." So somebody can easily take your photo, put it up on Etsy or on their Facebook or their Instagram wall and be like, "I can make this purse. I made this purse." And people will go to them, do commissions, or say, get a custom bag based off of your work. And if I would have put a watermark, a transparent watermark, like somewhere on the bag or whatever, when they try to steal it, when they try to put it on their thing, there will be some kind of watermark on it. Even though it's like transparent, they could be like, yeah, that's not your work. It's really important to do this because unfortunately, as nice as we say the sewing world is, like there are some bad people in it. There, everything is not rainbow and sunshine. And it's important to have your art. Just like in the quilting world, there are labels you can sew onto your quilt, but they actually recommend you to put like these specialized pins to sign the inside and the outside of your quilts. And this is something that's been done for generations because people will be like, yeah, I made that quilt. And you're like, nah, nah, no, no, you haven't. You're side eyeing them. And it's important. So I thought that was so great that she's offering this in the class. And I don't think anyone has ever offered that in the class. And I was like, people, if you have a chance, go to Lauren's page, and Rayvon and her had a great like interview talking about what is going on at Sew Whatever Studio when she's teaching. I highly recommend you to watch it. And if you're able to go to her class and you don't already have a ticket, I encourage you to do it. She's one of the nicest people I've met. I I wanted to meet her when I was at Sew Whatever, not Sew Whatever, Sew Magical Texas, but it was like we were missing each other like on the midnight train for Georgia. She said the same thing. She was trying to meet me, but we both have this thing that if other people need help in their class, we're down. We're super down to help. And I think that is awesome. And I think that's why when we finally met, it was like kismet, like a like a love movie because it's the same. We have that same trait. If you need help in your class, no matter how tired we are, we're going to help you. And we just kept missing each other. And when we finally met, it was like, I know you, I know you. Just like, and she's just a really cool people. And then she is a really nice teacher. She's very polite and sweet. And I implore you, if you are able to go and attend one of her classes, I think you should try it. And also, if you've never been to Sew Whatever Studio, what the heck have you been not? Okay, it's one thing to go to a retreat thing and pay for a 3-hour class, and there's a huge chance that you may not finish your project. But at Sew Whatever Studio, it's usually a 2 or 3 day weekend, and there's a high probability you'll finish your bag. You have the person that you're going there to learn. You have Lauren, and then you have Kathy. Kathy gives the best hugs. Like I swear to God, like getting a hug from Kathy is like having 2 years of therapy, and then all of a sudden you're free and you're released from your whatever pain, emotional damage you had. I don't know what. And there's Tammy, and then you have the added bonus that when you're at the end of class, everyone doesn't separate and just like wander off. People come together. They go eat lunch, or I mean, go eat dinner together. It's a beautiful, beautiful, I can't express it. It's a beautiful thing. Like every time I teach there, I wag my tail like a puppy because it's not only am I getting to hang out all day with other like-minded people, but then I get to have lunch, a dinner with people and hang out. And then there's this really cool fire pit that you can go hang out with. So I'm not trying to sell you on it, but if you have an opportunity to go to it, go. Run. Do it. And I did apply for 2026. So crossing my fingers, you know what I'm saying? Oops, sorry, I'm like trying to look at the comments. Yeah. Hey from Australia. Let's see. Yeah, why would they steal your work? Because they can scam people. Like people do it. I Okay, so I've actually had people message me on Etsy, like this real talk. Okay. So I had somebody steal a bag that I made my Wednesday. Okay. So every now and again, I will come up with a pattern that is just like pattern pieces. There's no instructions. When Wednesday came out, I made a Wednesday satchel. I had a very beautiful black nubuck leather that I knew I didn't have to line, and I can make the Wednesday satchel. I watched the movie a million times and freeze framed and took pictures of her satchel when she was in the diner and everything. So I was able to emulate this bag. I made it. It looked amazing. And I actually gave the bag to my friend Olivia from Alchemats because she does so much for me and I wanted to um give her something. She does so much for us at Strikers. You guys have no idea. She's a brilliant person to work for because she gives us and I wanted to give to her. So I wanted to make her a leather nubuck bag. So I made it, I spammed it, and if you go into the Alchemats group, you can see my bag. So somebody messaged me on about 3 weeks after I post that bag, showing that bag on, in Alchemat saying, "I need to know if you made this bag." And I was like, "Yeah, that's my bag. I don't have it for sale. I sent it off to my friend. It was a gift." And they're like, "I just talked to XYZ on Etsy. They're saying it's their bag, but when they sent it to me, it didn't look anything like this." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's not a pattern. I just made it freehand." Da, 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 da. And then they showed me the picture of the bag that they got. I was like, No, there's no, it was my bag." And that it was such a sad situation. I felt so bad. And I said I can commission to do another one. And I felt so bad for them, but because I told them mine was leather, and I was like, "But I don't have the hardware," because the hardware I used on Olivia's was strikes. So strikes are when she gets a sample hardware from her. I was gonna say dealer, but that sounds really weird. From from the business to see if she's gonna like it, and then we make a bag from it, and then you guys buy. And when you buy, it's a pre-order. They make the hardware, and that could take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. Then it gets shipped overseas, and then she gives us our orders. So I was like, I can pre-order the hardware and I can make you another one. So that's what we had to do. And it was like a whole 3-month process. But they paid $430 for something that looked like it came from Temu. And no offense to Temu. It was like bad Temu. Like if Temu had an ugly stepsister that just thought some I don't it was bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. But I didn't watermark it. So I think watermarking is very important and I don't do it. So that's why I say do as I say, not as I do. I'm really lazy at it. And I've had multiple times where people has came up to me and said that someone said that this was their bag and it was mine. I'm really bad. The only like the only thing I can give is like there's 3 locations that I take pictures at, and they're usually the first photo that I do. If I you see them in different locations, the first photo is usually in my backyard or on my armoire or like on my hutch, and then the other ones are like various places in my my townhouse place or on my husband's job. But if they don't see the first photo in those 3 places, chances are it's not my photo. Um, but yeah, it happens a lot, unfortunately. So just, just be cautious, and if you're able to learn about watermarking, do it. There's a lot of logo services. There's logo services through Shopify and things like that. Getting a logo and getting a watermark, a transparent watermark, it looks clear, but it goes over like your bag or whatever. It's important. I know you guys see them in the bag making world, and sometimes it looks like it could be kind of annoying because it could look like it's blurring out hardware or something like that. It's just really imperative to have it somewhere on your bag because people are not nice and they will like your bag because they know it may sell for them and they may do some not nice thing and say that this is their bag or they can make a replica of this bag and they very much may not and then profiting off of your work. Scammers are scammers and the scamming gonna scam, like so yeah. Oh, yeah. With the AI background, you know what's crazy too is there are some designers that like the AI background, and the thing is, I'm without being saying names, I think that the AI backgrounds for some designers have been happening a lot lately, and without even our knowledge. And I think my Patreon team may know, because I've actually said it on here. There are some patterns that I've told you that the person on the cover is wearing the bag, and the bag looks like it's a bigger size than what it is. And then when you make the bag, it's like this big, and you're like, there's a grown person on here, and it looks like it can hold a computer. And it, unless that person's a hobbit, something's not right. And it's because it's an AI digital person of a man. So it is a essentially it's a scam, because if you're not you're some if you don't look at the measurements in the description and you're going off of visual, like you're thinking you're buying a satchel that fits a grown ass man because you're seeing a grown ass man on the cover of the pattern piece, and it's like hanging on his hip, and it looks like it is a satchel or a computer bag. But then when you make it and you're like, wait, this can't even hold a tablet, it's because they have an AI generated computer one on there, and it's an illusion, which is false advertisement. So AI has like it's pretty crazy, and I'm seeing more and more designers use an AI generated person, but it's giving false, like it's giving falsified, like they're putting a person with their bag, and the bag is either looking bigger or smaller than an actual person. And I don't know how long that's going to be able to go around before people start paying attention to that. But I've been noticing that for like months now, like almost half of a year, and no one's really talking about it. And I'm like, because I got scammed when I was like, at the end of the day, yes, I have read the to see what the dimensions were, yes, but at the end of the day, I would have never looked at the bag had it been on a regular person, or if they would have just had a picture of the bag by itself. If they have the picture of the bag by itself, automatically I would have looked at the dimensions. But having a person with a man holding the satchel, like having a crossbody satchel, and it's like covering most of his hip, it looked like a computer bag. So, yeah. It's it's getting kind of out of control. And then I have some people are like, I don't trust AI. I don't do AI for absolutely anything. So, yeah, you're right, Julie. With AI, they can be easily removed, but if you put it on your bag, AI has a little bit more harder time, and it can be distorted. Like, so for example, if I put my watermark on a Lord of the Ring print, if they try to remove it, that print will look um like weird. It will look blurry or something. It will look distorted. Like kind of like when you try to remove something on an AI, like something on your hand, all of a sudden you have six fingers. It'll look weird. So like if someone tries to post that bag, they're like, why does the map have like a look like a hurricane or something? So like give them something a more difficult task than than just giving up. That's what I'm saying. Give them a more difficult task because it's a clear, transparent watermark. So give them a little bit more difficult task. Like we have to fight the system. Viva. Viva la revolution. Yeah, it's you can't because I if you guys remember when I showed you a certain satchel, I told you guys the I showed you guys the pattern cover, and it was a grown ass man, and I kept saying unless this is a hobbit, I'm not understanding what happened. So you really have to pay attention. So yeah. So I'm about to drink my cafe and then run and go do this lab work real quick. And then I have prepping. I still have a little bit more prepping to do for this Kini wallet. And I'm really excited to actually get this done because it looks like a lot of pieces, but they're not. That her ebb and flow of how she gets this wallet done is pretty cool. Good morning. Yay, so Terry. The ebb and flow of how she gets this wallet done is pretty exciting. I'm really excited to see how this wallet comes together. I'm mad that I cut out those pieces wrong because I don't think I have enough. I didn't have enough of the blue to make it, and I'm upset about that. Thank you, Arnetta. So yeah, lab work, and hopefully I get a good I'm trying to go in at this time because I know that they get inundated with a lot of people going in right before work started, and I know most people are at work at this time. So I got up early and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go at 7. And Ken was like, everybody goes at 7. I was like, yeah, true. True. So then I'm gonna pop back in here and like do the steps for the work, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this wallet. And then hopefully when I'm done with this wallet I think I want to edge paint it before I show you. I'm not too sure. I haven't decided if I'm gonna edge paint it or not. I'm into edge painting right now, but I'm also into raw edges, so and I'm also into like fabric markers. I've been doing like a mixture, like doing like the base paint all over and then sanding it down and then using a fabric marker and then doing a top coat. It's been something I've been dabbling with. I don't know why. Oh, thank you so much. So thank you. It's probably the Florentine, the Dooney and Burke one, Jacqueline's pattern, the Clutch Couture, Bianca. It's now sold. If you don't have that pattern, it is sold by I Think So, I believe. I had to like do research on that. Someone had to tell me because Clutch Couture is no longer selling it, so it's sold by I Think So. So it's a great pattern. It's it's a great pattern, but you have to take your time and read again. Um, that's all I can really tell you too. So, anywho, I'm gonna hop off. I wish all of you guys a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you on Friday.